Hey, welcome to another installment of Catching Up. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake.
First off, Happy Independence Day, America, because that's when this episode comes out. But, you know, we've got Tyler Shainline coming back on the show. He's here to talk about The Beef, out in comic book stores everywhere on Wednesday, July 18th.
One of the most American comic books out today.
It's pretty American, even if one of the writers is British, but it's...
I mean, to be fair, a lot of us were British to start with, right?
I guess I am Northern Irish, aren't
Yeah.
I remember talking to Declan Shalvey at Heroes Con. He's like, why do I keep forgetting that you're half Irish? And I was like, well, I'm half Irish. He's like, that's why. But we need to get him back on too. But yeah, so this time around we talk about Jake sees Tag, Chris sees Incredibles 2. I went to a wedding. People give me shit about having a lot of turquoise. We compare drinkware.
No, not shit. We just think it's hilarious about one certain piece.
And that's a tease.
But without much further ado, let's just jump right into the interview.
I'm doing this whole interview in protest, Tyler. I'm just letting you know. I didn't want to do this, but they made me.
Are you guys still there? It keeps cutting out every time that guy talks.
Good. The less we have to discuss things, the better.
Oh, did it again. It's so weird. You guys,
All right.
are you going through a tunnel? What's going on?
Yeah, just one of us.
I think my mom's calling me home for dinner. I got to go.
She doesn't want you there.
Yeah.
The sun's down.
Do not come home. She's ringing the triangle on the fucking front porch.
Yeah. It's like
She has a welcome home mat. She flips over when she sees you. Says not welcome.
Yeah. It's like that mom in Jaws when the kid gets eaten, but instead of like waiting by the beach, she's just like good.
Like eaten by a shark.
Yeah. Here's a question, and we'll go ahead and just dive the fuck right. Joining us on the show this week is Tyler Shainline promoting The Beef out in comic book stores everywhere, July 18th. So Tyler, is there no movie franchise that's seen a greater law of diminishing returns than the Jaws series?
Oh, man. Well, okay. So the first Jaws I ever saw was Jaws 4: The Revenge in the theater.
Nice.
So for Tyler, it was just uphill.
Yeah. So I was like, man, first of all, that Jamaican guy, Mario Van Peebles, is pretty rad. I like him. Also, that was the same year that Michael Caine won the Academy Award. So I was like, well, it's got an Academy Award winner in it. It's got to be good.
That's right.
And I went back and watched Jaws 1, and I was like, oh, this is the movie. There's no other movies. So, okay, all right, this is amazing. Jaws 2 must be, oh, Jesus Christ. Well, Jaws 3 is certainly, oh, God. The best part about Jaws 3 was I had a set of like the Topps trading cards that were pretty rad. But the movie itself, not so much.
If I remember in Jaws 3, aside from giving us Dennis Quaid, there's that... Isn't it in the end where like they shoot the grenade?
No, it's a dude's hand.
Well, no, yeah, they shoot the grenade in the guy's hand because he's stuck between the teeth of Jaws. Like he's like...
Yep.
It's fucking insane.
I mean, it's not boring, that's for sure. But
yeah.
in the face of the original, it doesn't hold up whatsoever.
No.
And then there's this one weird movie I like called Cruel Jaws, which is like Italian or Spanish or something. And they basically just take footage from all different shark movies, including Jaws, and just splice them together and make it a completely different movie.
Nice.
Oh, it's like Zombie 1, or is that Zombie 2? Zombie 2 is where he fights the shark underwater, isn't it?
Yeah, Zombie is just... It's just that's the title of Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead in Italy.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But yeah, and
well,
then Zombie.
All the UK. Yeah, they called it Zombie first, and then they changed it to like Zombie.
Yeah. Zombie.
Yeah, and then then Dario, or what's his name? He did a cut of that. Argento did a cut of that himself, and then they were like, "You should follow it up with a sequel." And then we had Zombie 2, 3, and then 4 isn't the real. 4 and 5 are other movies are just like, fuck it, call it Zombie.
Yeah.
Nice. Like Django. Like after the original Django, they're just like, it's got Django.
Absolutely. No, the Django movies are hilarious, too. That's why everyone's like, why is Quentin Tarantino doing a movie called Django Unchained? There already is a Django movie. And I'm all, because you don't get it, that's why.
Yeah, fair enough. So I'm going to ask at least 2 questions now about the comic before I switch to another totally left field question.
What comic?
Oh, yes. Again, The Beef out in comic book stores everywhere in its entirety on Wednesday, July 18th, or Comixology if you're more digitally inclined. Also co-written by Richard Starkings with art by the great Shaky Kane. But yeah, let me ask some legitimate questions now and put my interviewer cap back on, because we're going to keep the Jaws shit in there because that's gold, and the zombie shit because that's also gold. But
zombie shit.
Where do you get your ideas from?
Well, we've discussed this. Originally it was supposed to be a team up book called Knuckleheads, right?
Yes, yeah.
That explains everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it was Richard and I, because I've known Richard for a long time. I think back before I even worked at Image, when he would do signings at the comic book store that I used to work at, Comic Relief, we became friendly. And he found it amusing that my favorite heroes were The Thing, the Hulk, Hellboy, Savage Dragon. And he said, those guys are just knuckleheads. And I'm like, that's why I like them.
The big hulking
and he said, we should
dudes.
do a book with all knuckleheads. And I'm like, that is my jam. Sign me up. And then shortly after that, there was like another book that came out called Knuckleheads that had nothing to do with that, but still it was enough to like just like, we don't want to do a Knuckleheads book. And so then it evolved into The Beef.
Now, with The Beef, this is almost, especially like, because one of the things I loved about about every single like back matter, every single issue and this entire project feels like an art project. The lengths you guys went to design and produce the covers, just the entire like Jake and I were saying.
Well, the covers and that stuff, that is 100% JG and Richard Starkings doing that stuff. I have nothing to do with that. That was way too highfalutin for me.
I knew it. I knew it.
No, that was brilliant. When they first started doing that, I was just blown away. All the different ideas for the covers, all that, super fun. No, they did an amazing job, and he calls JG his secret weapon, and he's been working with him for years, and he really came through.
Well, even between the covers, this entire thing's kind of, Jake and I were saying, one, we're surprised how informative this book is. Every single issue's got interesting factoids, but at the same time, you've got all the fucked up body horror that you love, very Cronenbergian. You've got the Meat Man, and you've also got like, how fun was it writing all like the meat puns?
Oh man, no puns. I mean, as a dad, legally I have to drop at least 5 or 6 puns a day, so I was able to just churn them out. I was ready to go. The puns were hilarious. There's even like just a bunch that just didn't work, but a lot of puns in there. All the smart stuff is Richard. All the stuff about the meat plants and all the different facts about your body, that's him. He's all the dumb shit and the weirder stuff, that's more me.
So the utters on the Meat Man are you?
You know what? Richard said he'd blame me for that, so I'll take that.
Okay. Well, I remember, was it issue 2 where Richard was like, you just can't have him shitting?
Yeah. Well, he's got to get out of him somehow. How about if he vomits? Okay.
Fine. Twist my arm.
We won't have the gatefold prolapse. Fine, whatever.
So one of the things that we never, I don't think we ever got this story, but what is your origin with Image Comics, just at, overall?
Overall, I started working there long time ago. Basically, the comic store I used to work for, Comic Relief, they had hired a woman that worked there who'd also been a part of Comic Relief for years, Bronwyn Bigglestone, as their accounts manager. And as they were going along, she and I have been friends for years, and she knew that I was unhappy. I was working at a college, and I was doing like this supply ordering for this college, and I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. And she said, well, we need to get a secretary in here and an assistant for me, so why don't you come apply for that job and see what happens? And came in, applied for that, worked out. Found a second home, basically. Just loved being there, loved everybody there. It was kind of like there's only about, I think, eight to 9 people there at that point in time in the office. And so it was kind of like just everybody worked together for a common goal, and it was really fun. And then people come and go, and next thing I knew that I was the traffic manager, and then I was the production manager, and a few other jobs here and there. But yeah, I was production manager probably for the longest, so that was a lot of fun. When like Walking Dead was doing, we were doing pretty million copies at a time of the trades. That was crazy, a lot of fun.
Damn. So you were like right there in the thick of it.
Yeah, it was fun to see because like I was there right when the TV show first started, so I got to be there when I was like, we're working at the third biggest comic book company. We're great. It was kind of felt like not a commune. Well, I'm missing the word here, but everybody working together. And then next thing you know, that TV show hits, and then that just opened the floodgates. And also Eric Stevenson working to get all these great, amazing creators at the exact same time. It was nuts. It was like night and day within like a few months.
Jeez, yeah, because that really. I'm trying to think when Saga must have come later. I think the biggest title
that was a while later.
Yeah, the biggest title they had outside of The Walking Dead, right around the time The Walking Dead was adapted for TV, was what, Chew maybe?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Chew #1 came out. And we're like, oh my god, it's amazing. This is nothing can be bigger than this.
Yeah, these are almost Spawn numbers.
Yeah. And there was just that was what also I think shined the light on the fact that Image can do things that are different, and people are hungry for something that's different. No pun intended there, but I'm going to take it.
Jake and I were also discussing your fine addition to now, because now Out in the World Forever until like the eradication of mankind, which could be like in 5 years, who knows?
Oh yeah, I was going to say about that.
Yeah, but for now and forever, the beef is a thing. And that can
for sure.
That can only exist in comics. Like this kind of story can only exist in this medium, and this how delightfully fucked up and weird it is. It could have only sprung from your guys' minds.
Well, that's what I've always said about comics. I mean, in more recent years, as technology's progressed, movies have caught up. But for a long time, you could do things in comics you couldn't do anywhere else. You'd have to have a huge team of people to do what you could see in an issue of, anything. And so it's always fun to read comics and see as crazy as you can get. Movies just are barely catching up now.
Yeah, and even then it's only the indies. Like all the major hot take, I should be super fucking stoked for a new Jurassic Park movie. The first PG-13 movie I ever owned, like on VHS, was the original Jurassic Park, and I've seen actually, now that I think about it, only 2 of them on like opening weekend. But I'm not excited at all for the new Jurassic World. I was just like, oh, I'm done. I'm tapped out.
Oh yeah, well just from the promotion, everything is just the definition of a cash-in. The logo is literally the last movie's logo, but it's like a skeleton. I don't know. It's not even that different. I didn't even know it was a different movie for the first time I saw the first ads for it.
Yeah,
it was like the Wii and the Wii U.
Yes, exactly.
Damn it, Nintendo. But speaking of films and films that we're excited for, and we know that both 80s horror is in your oeuvre, what do you think of the new Predator, Halloween, and Suspiria?
The new Suspiria, inside I'm all, fuck you! But what person's all, man, I just watched Suspiria. That needs to get remade. Fuck that movie. No, that's insane. I don't get it. But hey, it could be really good. I'm willing to sit back and wait and check it out, because I think also it's on like a streaming service, so it's free, essentially. So
it's being produced by Amazon.
Yeah. So I'm like, it'll be on Amazon Prime. I get to watch that. Big Sick was wonderful, so maybe this will be wonderful too. Who knows? Predator, I haven't seen the latest trailer for it yet, but I fucking love Predator 2, so I'll probably love this one. There's nowhere lower than Predator 2 I think they could go.
Hey, is the best moment in Predator 2 when the Predator goes, shit happens, and then cuts...
Oh my god! That part's amazing. The fact that, because they filmed that in Oakland, and so there's Bart is in this movie that takes place in Los Angeles. That part's awesome. Mm-hmm. It's a goofy ass movie. Danny Glover as an action hero. The fuck no.
I legit because I rewatched it recently, and when it's just Danny Glover versus the Predator, at that third act, it's like the fucking best. Like,
Oh, and
like,
he's like running through the houses,
Yeah.
and climbing up the drain pipe and shit. Yeah, no, it's bonkers. It is a sincerely entertaining movie.
yeah.
It's not a good movie,
No.
but it's entertaining.
And the Predator's making like jelly jam in like the sink,
Yeah.
and he's like, fixing himself, and Danny Glover's just like, he's like, birds, fucking birds. He's always like, just like,
He's always talking to himself.
he's always talking to himself. And
That's
I
his thing, man.
and I always
Well,
like,
and-
I always
And
joke
you
that
get
it's.
Go
Go ahead.
Uber nerd moment when they show the giant alien skull.
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that was when I was a kid in the theater. I'm like, oh shit, it's all happening.
I also like the elder Predator at the end when he's just like, here's a gun,
Yeah,
Here's a
Here you
flintlock
go.
pistol.
here's a flintlock
Old
pistol.
dude.
Figure that out.
yeah. No, and if you ever seen it, it's on like one of the Blu-rays, but you can find it on YouTube. But there's a part where all the predators in that smoke-filled room start having a dance-off.
I've seen that. That's fucking
it's-
nuts.
yeah, if you don't love Predator, what's wrong with you?
It's where I get all my wedding dance moves. Really.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my fondest memories still is we're working at Image was when all of us one day, we all after work, the whole office, I mean there's only 8 or 9 of us at that point, but we all went and saw Predators, the Robert Rodriguez one, together,
Yeah.
and we fucking had a blast.
Yeah.
It was a fun movie.
It's a super enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
Do you like
And
the
then-
idea of super predators?
Is that what's in the new movie?
Well, it's in both, right? There's the 3 super predators and predators, and then there's the ultra predator, like the big dicked predator. In
In the
Predator.
new one, it's like Super Shredder Predator.
Oh, for real? They got Kevin Nash?
Yeah. The big,
Nice, big, sexy.
too sweet, is in the house. I remember there was this, back when he was the WCW fucking just Kevin Nash. Like, my brother and I were like at a Walmart, and they had this like microphone with like pre-recorded, catchphrases from wrestlers. And Kevin,
my kids have a current one downstairs.
Do they?
Now, actually?
Kevin and my brother and I thought it was so funny because it was like, I was in middle school or something when it was just, you would hit Kevin Nash's and he would go, "Big Sexy is in the house." Too
Oh my
sweet.
god, I need that now.
And I was
desperately.
like, yeah, how is this running around in a Walmart in the kids section?
Yeah.
And you go, "Big Sexy." When the Jackknife
this
Powerbomb.
wasn't
And
it
then
you
people
that
can
was
play the
running around
Austin
yelling
Power
"No more
figures,
foreplay"
whatever.
too?
Yeah. But no, I'm excited for the new Predator. Like, each trailer I've liked a little more. I'm surprised that they've released 3 already.
Well, there was not great response to the first one.
Well, the first one was like, what is going on?
It's E.T. with the predator.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
Predator's super nice.
Yeah.
He's just supposed to hang out.
Stings out.
Well, also, what's his name is making the movie? He has a strong track record with me.
Shane Black.
I have a feeling Sam doesn't like Iron Man 3, but I fucking loved it.
Honestly, I'm glad you bring this up so I can clear any misconceptions I have about Iron Man 3. I like it better than Iron Man 2. I like it better than Thor 2. I like Iron.
Jesus Christ, nobody likes Thor 2.
Not even Chris Hemsworth. True story.
And especially not Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah.
But I like Iron Man 3 up until like Rebecca Hall dies.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, which was a studio mandate thing. They were like, she doesn't need to be like as big a character.
The part that always makes me laugh so hard in
And
that
then
movie.
all the Iron Man suits do the fighting for him at the end.
Well, I like.
Well, yeah.
My,
Rich man, lazy man, big surprise.
well, the end of the movie is Lethal Weapon. It's the end of the movie is Lethal Weapon 2. Like they're fighting like
Diplomatic.
no, like they're legit. they're legit fighting like giant like containers on a ship. That's fucking Lethal Weapon 2.
Good point.
But I also love like going back to Predator 2. Like they even have like some of the same cast aside from like Danny Glover, where it literally is you could just be Riggs' day off, like because the captain he's not the same captain, but the same guy who plays the captain is in it.
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah.
Gary
I never thought
Busey
about
from
that.
Lethal Weapon 1 is in it.
Yeah, him and his teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Hey, here we go. Hey,
Mr. Joshua himself.
Yeah. Here we go. Hey, well, his son Jake Busey is playing his son in Predator.
Oh no, we're full Busey. We've gone full Busey
Yeah.
on these.
Yeah. So like the
Yeah, what's
continuity
the-
is there.
What's the thematic link, Busey?
Yeah.
It's always
When-
been Busey.
Remember when they kill Busey in 2, where like he gets like fucked up and you think he's dead, and Danny Glover's gonna die, and the Predator's like slowly coming up on him, and then Danny.
Guess what?
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm here, hey, yeah, and he's like going nuts with that little like whatever the Ghostbuster shit he has, and then the Predator throws the disc, and the disc cuts through all the meat, like it's a really cool shot, the beef, and like it cuts through it.
Ding, ding, ding.
But then there's that weird, it's like I don't know how this happens. It cuts through, and you see the lower part of Gary Busey drop, but the top part never drops. And just guts and blood spill out, and his top half is somehow still floating.
Cool. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. His top half is still floating there, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Gravity-defying
Well, he has
Busey.
the power of levitation.
Yeah.
Clearly he was a ghost.
I recently read the Concrete Jungle.
I actually like Concrete Jungle a lot.
Yeah, it's because like I'm assuming that came before Predator 2, right? Like I'm pretty sure in terms of comics, because so much of that is pretty much put into Predator 2 the movie, if that's the case. Like I really love the I know Schwarzenegger wasn't a fan of like putting it in the city, but I thought that was such a cool like natural chain,
I thought that was a great idea. Yeah. You need to mix it up. You can't have a jungle every fucking time.
Exactly.
You gotta mix it up.
Yeah. And so I liked like that setting. Also, I love in Concrete Jungle where it's just Arnold Schwarzenegger's brother who just looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Well, because I think I'm even talking my ass right now, but I think there was supposed to be Arnold, but they were like, we can't get the rights, and they had to go in and change it. But I can't remember.
I mean, that could probably be true, but like, that's a super fun, weird kind of story.
Have you ever played the video game where you're like fighting mobsters and shit?
I've played the
Concrete Jungle game.
Yeah.
I just recently bought that for like cheap off eBay and started playing it. It's fucking
underrated.
fun.
I enjoyed it.
It's super fun.
I really dug the Alien vs Predator arcade game.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah. No,
yeah.
I've got this little gimmick machine my buddy hooked up for me. It's got like all these old arcade games on it, and that's on there, and I've just been playing that endlessly. That and the Aliens the Aliens arcade games on there too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The Alien vs Predator arcade game was fucking awesome.
Now, the one that you haven't talked about yet, Tyler, is the new Halloween.
Ding, 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 ding. That was the worst Halloween music I ever.
You just won a prize.
Here's a knife.
I'm gonna see it. I'm excited for it. My problem is I'm a big fan of Halloween's. Halloween 3 I fucking love, but also Halloween's 2, 4, and 5, and a little bit of 6 are really enjoyable, and I have a real soft spot in my heart. And to see this movie come out and be all, those don't fucking exist, dickhead. It kind of sucks to me. And also, I don't need to see Jamie Lee Curtis an old ass Jamie Lee Curtis try and kill Michael again for the 5th fucking time. So I don't know. It's
kind of funny too in the trailer because like it's showing her like going. It's like she's going to the gun range, and it's like I hope you've been going to the gun range. She's not like, and then like she has like the underground thing,
bunker thing, yeah.
But like Michael Myers clearly escapes. And she's like, oh shit, he's coming, and it's like, dude, you've had 40 years for this shit.
Yeah,
you've been training for this. This has been your singular purpose.
And I happened to see the trailer like the day after I went and saw Terminator 2 recently, and I was like, wait, she's Sarah fucking Connor, dude.
Yeah, no, it's like Terminator 2, but with Laurie Strode.
I legit love Halloween 2. Like I don't and like Halloween 4, I enjoy that one the most out of like the like
where he becomes a Jason clone.
Well, I just like the main chick, the blonde chick, and then she gets like pointlessly killed off in 5, right in the beginning.
Yeah,
yeah,
which sucks.
Jamie Strode gets pointlessly killed off in 6.
Yeah, but no, I legitimately love 2. So it's kind of a bummer.
Because they could have just made it follow 2. I didn't understand the need to get rid of 2. There's nothing wrong with 2.
Well,
I get wanting to get rid of 4 and 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And good lord, nobody needs to ever see Buster Rhymes fighting him in a fucking burning building again. God damn it! And those Rob Zombie pieces of shit.
And hold his own too, like not just
win.
Not just fight him, but like overpower
that was my problem.
him.
I was like, wait, what?
Power.
Like I get if it's Mos Def or somebody fucking realistic, but Busta Rhymes.
I mean, have you seen how yoked fucking Dr. Dre is now? Dr. Dre could beat Michael Myers, but the big reason is because Danny McBride didn't like the idea of Laurie Strode being Michael's sister. He's like, what if she was just some random dude that happened to cross paths with Michael Myers? I was never.
That's cool. I'm glad we're letting the fucking Eastbound and Down guy decide this shit, but whatever.
Eastbound and Down.
Oh wait. Oh, the fucking guy who's had some pretty enjoyable movies and TV shows. We should let him dictate what the fuck happens in the goddamn franchise. Okay.
The guy whose big quote from Tropic Thunder was "big ass titties."
Oh, that is a great quote.
Don't get me wrong. I love the majority of the stuff he's done, but I don't. It's a weird fit to me. It's another one where I'm like, I'll just wait and I'll see it and we'll see.
Yeah, I remember like I was talking to somebody about it and I was like, yeah, Danny McBride, and they're like, the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Well, I thought it was a goof when I first read that. I was like, no.
There's multiple McBrides.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, he drops teeth.
Oh, man, that's my favorite part of the trailer, man. I love that shit so much.
As long as it's good, entertaining, it's fine. I just, I've already seen enough shitty Halloween, so let's do a good one.
Yeah, we've already seen the franchise rebooted twice before this.
Yeah, once with Jamie Lee Curtis already.
Yeah. And it's a flimsy fucking thing to begin with. It's Michael Myers. He fucking kills people he kind of knows. Maybe, I don't know.
They cross his paths. He's just like you, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So
it's
well, okay. Let me get now that I've asked my requisite one tangential question. Let me ask another serious question.
Bounce back.
Yeah, I know. I try. But now that this thing is done, now that you've put this baby to rest, what is your, other than of course completing it, what are you most proud about with the beef?
That every issue came out on time at Image Comics.
Okay.
Right on.
No, proud of. See, that's weird. I lack pride. Proud. I'm proud. I'm proud that Richard will still talk to me. I'm proud. Jesus Christ, that's a fucking hard question, man.
I've been known.
I've honestly God never been even asked anything like that. Yeah. I'm proud that it came out.
I guess
and some people liked it.
That that you got the whole thing because like you were saying, like it took going back years. This whole thing like took a while, right? Like just from the Genesis and then Knuckleheads and then going into this and then going into that and life changes.
Yeah, both Richard and I went through huge life changes during the progression of it, and so it was just and our big thing was we didn't want to solicit it until it was done, because I've worked in Image. I was the production manager. I knew how much it sucked when you had to talk to your creators and then be like, the book will be out someday, and then never fucking they don't have any pages done.
I remember projects announced at Expo that have still not seen the light of day.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. Found that one.
Well, so
everything's come out.
Hey, what do you think of the Child's Play movies?
Oh, the most recent one was amazing. It blew my goddamn mind. It connected all the Child's Play movies together. It even had Emily Valentine from 90210 show up. It was fucking awesome.
It's cool. It's crazy because like I've never seen any of them ever.
Oh God, you're the worst.
Yeah,
Go on.
Just classic disappointment. Yeah, but there's this amazing.
Well, if Kiss fought Chucky, then we'd fucking watch
it. Dude, if Kiss met Chucky, fuck yeah. How has that not happened yet?
They do write kids music. Go on.
Christmas.
Yeah. But there's a great YouTube channel. I'll give them a shout out called Dead Meat. I don't know if you ever seen any of their stuff, but Tyler, you would fucking love this shit.
Oh yeah.
Actually, the guy kind of reminds me of you, legitimately. The host guy.
Because your meat is dead.
Because your meat is
dead. All inside.
They do a lot of different things, but the thing that I kind of stumbled across was they do like a kill count video. But they also, the guy's super charming, which doesn't remind me of you whatsoever.
I was gonna say,
no, that's the part that I'm like, not totally Tyler. But he like a big horror guy, has got props all over the place, and he gives these really extensive reviews of the movie, and then mentions every kill, and then calculates how many. Male, female, how long the movie is, and, divide, blah, 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 and how many happen per minute, and then gives out little awards for best kill, worst kill, all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
And it's done really well. Like, the guy really loves this stuff. And I stumbled across, like 15 minutes around there, and I watched all the Child's Play ones. And, again, I've never seen any of them, but when I got to the last one, what is it called? The most recent...
Cult of Chucky?
Yeah. I was like, again, for never seeing any of the movies, I was like... these movies reward their fans more than like any other horror movie I can think of.
They're all done by the same guy.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's easy to goof on them, but yeah, like you said, they reward the fans so well. He really tries, and Jesus Christ, there was the movie that had Redman in it and had the weird. They have a kid, and it's a fucking weird franchise. It's a lot of fun.
The kid's name is Shitface.
Yes,
like it's the funniest shit in the world. He's like at like a carnival, right? And it's like blah 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 and Shitface.
And he has an accent like this for some reason.
Yeah. I was like, man, I gotta watch all those movies for real now, because like they just look fucking ridiculous. And Chucky cracks me up. Like there's that one where
it's Brad Dourif too. I mean, that's the other thing. You get that with it.
Where there's the one where it's the military. Andy's at the military school, and the headmaster dies of a heart attack. Chucky can't even kill him, and he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And some of the kills look like fucking gruesome and really really cool. You know, like they really go for the gore.
Yeah, he riddles John Ritter's face with nails in one of the movies. Yeah, no, it's a fun franchise, and it's fun. It plays off of that existing thing too, the My Buddy dolls. You know, that were so big when you were a kid.
Yeah.
So I remember as a kid seeing the Child's Play ad for the first time, because I was probably like 8, I think, when the first one came out. I was like, "What the fuck?" Because that movie was played up. The movie was played up straight. Like it wasn't a goof movie. It wasn't like a slapstick, like the other ones would go on to become. So that was terrifying.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they kind of had to, right? Because with the first movie, like you always knew there was something up with the doll, but that was like the big driving thing. Like, is the doll actually evil? So none of the sequels had that to kind of fall back on. It was like, oh, you know, Chucky's a fucking murder bot doll thing. Mm-hmm. And so they're like,
it's a doll brought back from the dead by the soul of a serial killer, Charles Lee Robinson. So do your history.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just doing
go to school.
And I love that, like they're doing like the voodoo chant thing, and then like halfway through the series, it just changes what it does.
Yeah.
And then
yes.
This fact that they get the kid that played Andy in the OG or the first two in the recent one, right? Or I guess in the last two. So
the guy hasn't worked in a long time, so his acting chops are up to snuff, and they're smart. They hold him off until like the third act, I think, is when he kind of really shows up, and it's just fun though because everybody shows up. I mean, like I said, even what's her face that was in the third movie that was in 90210, she shows up at the very end as a teaser. Like it's just fun, man.
And that's like kind of rare with like the franchise, like any kind of franchise really, but like. Especially the horror franchise is like it's the same dude, like that's crazy.
Yeah, Hellraiser doesn't have that. Friday the 13th doesn't really have that. You know, none of them do, and that's what's kind of fun about the Chucky one.
Yeah, I had no idea, and that really kind of was like I found that super freaking interesting. Just watching all that stuff.
It's easily dismissive too, but I think by the general public, like, oh, that's that killer doll movie. Like, cool. Nobody noticed this. I don't want a big budget remake of this fucking shit. Just go away.
Yeah.
We don't need Leatherface to happen. Okay, just go away.
Haven't they done like his origin like 5 times? And then, like,
oh my god, yes.
And then every movie is the same fucking movie. Like. No, not like 2 and 3 and 4, but like they do like the same thing. It's like teenagers in a fucking truck or in a van, and they get goofed at a fucking gas station, and they end up dinner.
Well, that's why part 2, I will fucking stand on the hill defending that to my dying day. Part 2 is a fucking awesome movie. It's completely different.
So
from all
weird.
Of them. No, the other ones, the remake was actually really good. I was surprised how much I enjoyed that one.
Oh yeah, the one about 2003 or whatever, like way back.
That one and the Dawn of the Dead remake are the 2 horror ones. I'm always like, you know what? There's okay ones out there.
Yeah, I dug the Chainsaw remake because like it went for the gore.
Yeah.
Like
the atmosphere was super heavy. Mm-hmm. Even though I think he's a fucking shit human being. What's his name? Arlie Emery was he was good in it. No, it was entertaining, but the one that came after that, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the beginning, that one I remember seeing in the theater and just being like, oh, they fucking tricked me, these sons of bitches.
I think I saw that one. I can't remember because they're all the same after that.
Yeah, that was the one where they have his origin or whatever, and then he's like some freak kid, whatever.
Yeah, and then they did the
most recent one, Leatherface. That one was the stupidest pile of shit I've seen in a long time.
Yeah. Well, then they did the one where Alexandra Daddario.
It's Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Yeah, where she's like related to him.
Yeah, so what's funny about that is like me and my wife and I went and saw that one, and we came out of that and we were like, that was fucking fun. I love that movie. That movie was very enjoyable. And the rest of the world's all, fuck you. That movie was shit, and you are a dumbass for liking it. And so I was like, all right.
Well, I remember Corey and I watched that one time, and we had so much fucking fun because well, first of all, the beginning's really interesting because they do kind of like that direct sequel deal to the original. Where you see like the fallout, and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like they really try to like keep it like what you know, and then you're following Daddario, blah blah blah, and there's that great scene in the end where she like teams up with him.
I thought that was fun, but it's what more are you gonna do with Leatherface at that point? Yeah. Anyway, everyone fucking hated us. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't even bother with Leatherface. Like I thought about just renting it just because I've seen I think all the other ones.
It has a twist. It has a twist in it.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
I do have two.
Go right ahead. I'm not going to spoil that movie for you guys.
Well, I have two questions before I say our trademark question. But the two questions, I know you play video games. Have you played Dead by Daylight? And I remember last time you were on, you hadn't seen Paddington 2 yet, and I was wondering if you had finally done that as well.
All right. So I saw Paddington 2. It forced me to revise my best of the year list because that movie is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically once again a Wes Anderson-esque kids movie. It's just so charming and wonderful. Like my kids love it. I love it. My wife loves it. It's both of those movies, grade A, top like up there with like Babe as just fucking great movies that the whole family can enjoy.
Yes.
What was your other question?
Dead by Daylight.
I have not played it yet. I keep meaning to get it, and I just haven't had the time.
I mean, it's not. I mean, the lineup. It's a literal murderer's row of really. I mean, you can.
I know. I keep meaning to get it because I played the Friday the 13th game, and it was okay.
Yeah, unfortunately,
I was a little underwhelmed by it.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight is the better version of basically the same game.
You just sold me on it, man. And that was the thing. Was everyone's like, "Oh, it's the same game." I'm like, well, then I don't need to drop money on that right now.
Dead by Daylight's definitely the one that has like kind of seen the full transition of it. Yeah.
Excellent. No, I'm gonna check. I need to check that out. I have, unfortunately, with the boys and everything else that I got going on, I don't have a ton of time for video games. And then I also have this wonderful problem, which is my sister-in-law works at Sony, and so PlayStation games just magically show up sometimes at our house. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to play this fucking free game because I'm cheap.
Deal. Yes. No, absolutely. Now, of course, Tyler, our trademark question, what are you currently geeking out over?
What am I currently geeking out over?
Can't be something that you've already talked about this episode.
It can't be. Honest to God, Legos.
Oh.
I think is probably what I'm geeking out about the most right now. I've always been a big Lego fan. And then we went and took some of that sweet beef money and took the kids to Legoland for a few days.
Sweet beef.
Sweet beef money, because that first issue made money, and that's it. And so we fucking went to Legoland, had a blast, and so then I just came back here and just started getting even more into Legos. And I've started getting these little light kits that you can light your fucking Legos up with, and it's phenomenal.
Have you watched The Toys That Made Us?
I need to. It's on. I've seen I watched the He-Man one, which was fascinating because I've known that story for a long, long time. To sort of see those old men in real life bickering back and forth was wonderful.
I created Skeletor. No, fuck you. I did.
Best. Oh, so good. My wife was like, "Oh my god, these dudes for real." I'm like, "Oh, I've been reading about these guys in books for years." Yes.
I haven't watched this specific episode yet, but in the second season, they do have a Lego episode, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm just there's things that I can watch, and then there's things I can just have on. So like if I'm writing or doing something else, I can have something on in the background, and that's something I want to watch. Unfortunately, so I got to make the time for it.
Right on. I get that.
So, Tyler.
Yes.
Before we sign off, because some of us have bedtimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
You need me to read your story, guys? I'll read your story.
The Beef.
The Beef, issues 1 through 5.
No, what's up, kids?
You seriously can't point to us? Can you point to a single moment in that entire across the 5 issues? Spoilers for if you haven't read The Beef, and just been like, I'm so fucking glad that exists in the world now.
Oh, if that put that way, absolutely no, because a lot of that book is based on my time growing up in Stockton, California, and a lot of those people represent a lot of the mentality of what I grew up with, and so it was really fun to be able to put those shitheads kind of on display.
And Kiss Army T-shirts.
Yeah, that's
the goddamn god awful Kiss T-shirts. Just that's how you know, like, when a guy walks into the screen with a Kiss T-shirt on, that's like a black hat in nowadays movies.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, here's the asshole. Here's the guy who's got the fucking pinky ring with the roofie in it.
That's the in the wrestling world. That's like a guy wearing like a Bullet Club shirt now.
Exactly. Oh,
it's like,
man,
this dick.
But he's a cool heel.
He thinks he knows wrestling because he's got a fucking Bullet Club shirt.
I saw so many Bullet Club shirts in New York this past.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually the other thing I'm geeking out about right now is I get to go to the All In show. It's going on in Chicago in September. And I'm going to see New Japan next week, so I'm excited for wrestling stuff.
Nice.
Too.
I'm trying to make plans to go to WrestleMania next year since it's in New York, and I have so many friends in New York that I am desperately trying to get into wrestling.
You got to go. My wife and I went when it was in the San Francisco, the Bay Area, and we had that was the most. She doesn't even like wrestling, but she had so much fun. It's just a blast.
Yeah.
It's just it's really fun.
But yeah, so
go right ahead.
Well, I was gonna say so it was basically creating the Vadinos and having them get shit on by Chuck the Meat Man was the best.
Having that was fun. I mean, just coming up with weird ass things, and then Shaky going, "Oh, that could be a lot weirder," and then him making it weirder. That was phenomenal to see. The book itself, and just also just some of the weird things, like some guy took the cutouts from the back of one of the issues, and he took them on a trip through Disneyland. So that was fun to see him shoot a video and post it online. That was fun.
I like that you got the word mud butt in print. That was a good one.
Hell yes! Oh my god, I fought for that actually.
Did you?
He's like, "What's mud butt?" And I was like, "Okay."
Well, that whole thing where it's like, is Chuck's mom or whatever is like, make sure you clean up the bathroom with your shit and, your father. And I was like, oh, God, this is hilarious. And then just like that sad image of him just sitting on the toilet like, fuck, God. Yeah. We've all been there, man.
Yeah.
And guess what? That means that the shit got in there. Anyway.
That's right. Yeah.
Take that, Richard. So, other than the meat, Tyler, do you have anything you'd like to plug before we return you to the wild?
What the fuck is the meat?
The beef.
Did I say the meat?
You're fired.
Yeah.
Jim's my favorite again.
Oh, no, I don't want that. Oh, God. Chris, you can have it.
I don't know what's more of an insult.
Yeah, Chris, you got Tyler, Chris. I'm done with this shit.
It's fine.
I can only pretend to be this nice for an hour. We're running out of time.
We'll
here.
talk wrestling, and it'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and, physical media, home video.
Yeah. Talk about my
what I got
laser
coming up
discs.
next or planned or whatnot?
Yes.
Few more books, hopefully through Image. We'll see how we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But that'll be my home for as long as they'll have me. I love Eric and I love everybody there. Everybody there does an amazing job. I mean, it's still a small team in comparison to what the other publishers have, and they kick so much fucking ass. They're wonderful, like legit good people. And so hopefully there's a book that's. A couple of things are being worked on I don't want to say anything about yet because I don't want to fucking put it out there. Yeah.
If you ever need co-writers, the Geek Out boys are always right here. I don't know if we can
just say that the next couple of things that are come out for me, hopefully a comic book that has a mix of wrestling, mystery, and the Golden Girls, and another book that has to do with an outer space STD.
Nice.
Very
Thank you
good.
for being a friend. But, well, again, the beef out, not the meat. The Beef, out in comic book stores everywhere on Wednesday, July 18th, and on Comixology. Tyler, thanks again for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
Tyler Shainline, that guy.
That jokester.
Yeah.
Mortal enemy of Jake Bozick.
Again, whole thing's under protest. This whole interview.
Duress.
Yeah. Nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
Like I said, buy all the trades to get that filth out of the comic stores.
You're just going to wash that man right out of your hair.
If you see the trade, buy it and get rid of it out of the sight and mind of people.
Get it digitally, too.
Get it digitally. Well, no, because don't get it digitally. Just get it off the shelves. Get it out of there. It's filth. Filth. It's
Filth.
It's Danny Filth.
From Cradle of Filth.
Yeah. Nah, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
So, you gents get into anything?
I saw that movie Tag on a whim. It was very funny. I mean, it was just a fun movie.
Sounds like my kind of movie.
No, I totally was like, Chris would love this movie.
I have been itching to see it ever since it came out because based on the trailer, I agree. Like, it looks right up my alley. They were like, you know who would love this? Chris Nolan. Let's write it just for him.
Yeah.
Fuck that Jake guy.
Yeah. That's basically it.
Jake will think it's fine.
It's fine. It's fun. I laughed a lot more than I thought I would. And
once?
Yeah. I enjoyed all the gang. I'm a big fan of Jake Johnson. Is that his name from New Girl?
I love when John Hamm does comedic
He's
roles.
good. He's really good.
Yeah. I like him on Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
I didn't know he was on that. And then Jeremy Renner was great too, and everybody.
Hannibal Buress.
He was freaking hilarious. Yeah, he was really freaking funny. And Ed Helms, I always enjoy seeing him. And Isla Fisher was a delight.
Was there any point in the movie that you cracked up, or was it just like solid? That's a joke, haha.
I laughed really hard at one point because of the absurdity of the way Isla Fisher delivered the line. I think they're like a golf course for this wedding thing, and she says something like, "I wish I brought my gun because there's so many good birds to shoot." And the way she said it, like with this, like she said it because she was bummed that she didn't bring her gun, and she was angry because she's just a very intense person in the movie, and just the way she delivered it, like this almost nonchalant anger, regret. Just made me laugh really hard. But they do, like, whenever they try, because they're trying to tag Jeremy Renner. It's like 30 years he's never been tagged, and of course it's like way over the top. Like, but like they do like the kind of slow mo, like
with his CGI arms.
Yeah, they do like this. They do like.
There's a story. I'll let him finish.
Okay.
But yeah.
I just blindly agreed. But
that's how people join cults.
Yeah, it's like whatever. And but they do like the Sherlock Holmes slowdown where he's like, blah blah blah, coming in 45 degrees
really?
angle, and like he like moves out of the way and like slaps Ed Helms in the face, or like it's ridiculous.
It sounds wonderful.
He has CGI arms because early in the production of the film he broke both his arms.
Oh,
so they CGI'd out his casts.
Oh my!
Yeah, and I guess like put regular ass arms.
Ass arms.
Yes, I know you'd be a fan.
Big fan of ass arms.
Well, I guess they'd he wouldn't have like CGI arms. He would have the cast digitally removed.
Well, I mean, it's
is that why he's like always wearing like a leather jacket in the trailer?
That makes sense. Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I haven't seen the movie. I don't know how often he's wearing long sleeves.
Damn it, Sam! I expect you to know all of this. You didn't write a CBR article about it.
There's like one scene where like he's wearing, I think, short sleeves if I remember. But yeah, he's like getting ready for a wedding, so like he's in a suit and like the jacket and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm sure it was very convenient. A lot easier to do than like, oh look, arms.
Look, Ma, it's your favorite. Arms.
The filming of it looks just like the filming of Deadpool 2, where Cable, like he's Brolin's just got this giant green arm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be great if they made him get like the green wrap or the green colored cast, just so it was easier to digitally remove.
Yeah. I don't know how he did it, but yeah, early in production he broke both his arms.
I thought I had heard that it was something Avengers related.
Oh shit! It might have been towards because they finished filming Avengers 4 in like January.
Mm-hmm.
There's like still like 3 weeks of reshoots at the end of the summer.
Reshoots.
Yeah. Because there's some stuff that was written that they just didn't have the chance to film.
He broke his arms.
Yeah.
We bought a zoo.
Cameron Crowe. You getting anything, Chris?
I did. I too saw a film. Not Tag though. I saw Incredibles 2.
What did you think?
It was quite a delight. It picks up right where the first one left off. 15 years ago or whatever.
Close.
Yeah. I think it's 14 because like right before the movie they had a big thing where like the main voice actors came out and they were like, "Look, we get it. It's been a long time. It's been 14 years."
Yeah. Not as long as between Top Gun movies though.
No. That's true.
It'll be 33 when that comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, so but it picks right up where that left off. And really kind of in like a Halloween 2 sort of way, like just, like in that it takes place the next day. That's where it starts. In this one, I think it's what's his name? Better Call Saul.
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. It sounds like him, and it kind of looks like him.
It absolutely is. Yeah.
Then I didn't not read the credits for. I don't know. That sentence was a mess. But yeah, so Bob Odenkirk plays a character who basically is like, "Hey, I'm a huge advocate for the return of superheroes. I want to have Elastigirl be the spokesperson for us to get this legislation crossed that says that superheroes can be legal again." So he basically contracts out superhero-ness from her, and they go fight crime in various parts of the world to show how necessary superheroes are. And we get introduced to a whole bunch of new characters who are people that have superpowers that are now feel safe coming out and using their powers for good. And then we get a neat villain called the Screen Slaver because he enslaves people via TV screens and computer screens. Basically any kind of screen. He uses a little hypnotic thing to control what they do.
So Batman Forever Riddler?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I ruined the movie for you. But yeah, and it shows it's basically a role reversal of Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible. Is it Mr. Incredible? Yeah, Mr. Incredible from the first one, where now Mr. Incredible is playing stay-at-home dad and trying to juggle school, and Violet is now trying to get into like a relationship. And Jack, who now has superpower. I mean, had superpowers in the first movie too, but like now he is aware of like the superpowers and shit. And he's like, "Oh God, my kid shoots lasers out of his eyes," and
he's got like 17 powers,
something like that.
You only see like a dozen, but he's got like 17.
Yeah. So yeah, but it was a great. I think it was a great continuation of the story. It feels like it has the same heart, that we had in the first one.
Fart.
Yeah. Still a fart. It is now. And there might be a fart or two in it.
Probably is. There's a baby.
Yeah.
That's like the easy.
There's a fart joke.
There's a great fight scene between Jack and a raccoon that sneaks into their backyard.
Have you?
And it's a long fight scene too. Like it's a legit fight scene with this baby who's just like jumping between his various superpowers that he has no idea how to control yet. But he's just like, this raccoon is pissing me off. Like, ah!
Yeah, well, the connection is he watches like an old 1930s movie, and he sees like the
bandit.
Yeah, with the mask, and he looks over and he sees a raccoon like menacingly like eating out of the trash can, so he warps through the wall and fights it.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see that trailer that someone made of A Quiet Place, but it was just farting noises, and like every time somebody farted, shit went fucking bad. No. And like, it's if you don't find farts funny, man, ain't gonna do anything for you. But if you find farts, I like was curled up in a ball, like I was actually crying, like tears rolling down my face. And the best is at the end when it's like A Quiet Place. There's like that question fart where it's like.
Raises at the end.
But the funniest is like they're all like they knock over like that lamp in the movie. And it's like and John Krasinski's like shh, and you hear like another fart and like the red lights come on and shit starts hitting the. Oh man, it's so good. Check that out. It's worth it, man. Yeah. It's probably better than The Incredibles 2 end tag.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Incredibles was the best Fantastic Four movie we ever got. Incredibles 2, best Fantastic Four sequel we've ever gotten.
True.
Easy task. Yeah. How about you, Samuel? You do anything?
That's an interesting query.
Jesus Christ.
I've never been asked that before.
Yeah, I haven't been asked that on a weekly basis for the past 4 years.
Jesus, has it been 4 years?
It'll be 4 years like
next month.
Next month, yeah. Recording wise anyway. Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Yeah. Not really. I went to a wedding of a friend of the show, Rich.
Yeah, James Bond fame.
Of the From Geek Out with Love, the James Bond sub podcast that we have. He got married to his girlfriend of quite some time. I mean, they had met in college, the first semester of college. But they didn't date until like after college. It was like one of those things where he always liked her, and she was just like, "Oh, he's just a friend." And then like she lived in like I want to say she lived in like the Tidewater area right after college working, and she visited him in Arlington like one summer or something, and she was like, they really hit it off, and so she ended up moving up, and they started dating, and like here we are. They graduated, 2009? So here we are nearly a decade later. Yeah, they're married now.
I like how you were like, I didn't really get into too much, but you saw evidence of true love, and we were like, well, we saw 2 goofball movies.
Yeah, but people only care about true love when it like affects the like.
I only care about true love when it's me.
Yeah. So we'll never know it.
Sad but true.
No, I mean it was a lot of fun. We danced for like they had a band instead of a DJ, so instant plus thumbs up there.
Whoa.
And I wore my usual wedding attire, which is like the big
with the turquoise,
the Punisher Speedo.
The Punisher Speedo. Yeah, so that's why I only go to like 2 weddings a year. No, the
that's impressive that you get to a year.
Yeah,
that's more than I've gotten invited to.
But I had the turquoise ensemble. I mean, a lot of stuff I have is like fucking turquoise, right? The guitar, the teapot, the
teapot. That's the teapot.
I have a turquoise teapot.
I got a lot of things that are red, like my scissors,
my
I
blood,
tack.
Yeah, I'll rename my apartment. I'll call it. It's fucking turquoise.
I know, but like, what a random fucking thing. Like, no, you don't go out in public with that. You're not like, look at it.
Maybe you don't,
dude. Yeah. I should hold it. I'm gonna like post it on Twitter.
Do it
tomorrow morning just for you. I'm gonna hold it up to my fucking guitar and just be like,
I know, I believe you because I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about. But it's like,
I believe it's turquoise.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna rename my apartment a Turquoise Place.
Okay. Well, no, the 2 Sams are turquoise Sam and like
all black.
Maroon red Sam, like the dressy Sam.
What about the gray shirt?
Gray shirt.
You haven't seen
Castle gray shirt?
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen the like
gray skull shirt.
Because you have like the same
the Wolverine shirt.
You have the same blazer pant combo.
I also have one with pinstripes, but those only come out for like sexual occasions.
Okay. No, but
this is the sexual blazer.
The red one that you wear.
Yeah.
Every time I see it, it reminds me of the Office episode where Michael Scott realizes he's wearing the same attire as the waitstaff at the and every time, and I remember I had a picture on my phone for the longest time because I was going to send it to you. Not like you didn't know what that episode was, but every time I see it, I'm like, Sam fucking Stone. The only thing that would be better is if you took off the blazer and it was a short sleeve, like the Dwight. That shit.
I don't have any short sleeve dress shirts.
Thank God.
Yeah, that
like the button-up short sleeve is no good.
In this one I didn't even sport blazer. It was just straight up. It was the vest and pants.
Oh, you just did the vest? Okay.
Yeah, because
classy.
I like a good vest. I was further down south, so I was just like, I don't need this.
Have you ever rocked a bow tie?
Yeah, my grandfather used to wear nothing but bow ties.
That's a very grandfather thing.
Yeah, because when he, yeah, absolutely. I saw so much of my grandfather. Uncircumcised. I'm sorry. But
let's get back to the teapot.
Yeah, it's turquoise.
I have a turquoise teapot. Look at it on my shelf.
Yeah,
celery.
Yeah,
but the no, when he started at the CIA, that was his first major job after the. Well, he did other shit between that and the Army, but it was his first major job out of college, thanks to the GI Bill. And they were like, you're hired, but you need to wear a tie to work every day. And so, Stone family secret, they were always clip-on bow ties because he did like the bare fucking minimum.
Well, only psychopaths use real bow ties.
Well, I'm glad I guess my grandfather in his 44 years at the CIA is. At least not on that count. Yeah,
because clip-ons, I mean, who would want to go through that mess every day?
Tucker Carlson.
Fuck him.
Fuck
him.
Hey, Geek Out stance on Tucker Carlson. Fuck him.
He's maybe, like, my least favorite person on the planet.
He's low.
Because of that smug fucking face of his.
Whenever somebody he gets offended on his show, which is every fucking
and he has that who farted smug face. What?
You dare? Yes, I dare.
Yeah,
you
fuck
racist
him.
fuck.
He almost came to one of my Nova Pro wrestling shows because he interviewed the progressive liberal wrestler like the same week that he was supposed to do a show at Nova Pro, and like the progressive liberal like did a really good interview with him, like really held his own, didn't freak out, much to everyone's surprise, and like it was a very civil conversation. And then like at the end of it, like the progressive liberals like, you should come to a show, and he's like, yeah, maybe I will. This is
when I wish,
because he punked out.
This is when I wish our show had actual power, because then I'd be like, hey, somebody out there, cut together the who farted Tucker Carlson face with people farting in the background. That'd be great.
A quiet place. A flatulent place.
Yeah.
A Carlson place.
A bow tie place.
Yeah. But yeah, so wedding, dancing, band.
What was the song that got everyone going?
For me, because I was on the floor like all night.
Of course you.
But the one that got, because fuck everybody else. I'm like I'm just dialed in. Like, the one that got me to like my final form, and it was like 15 minutes in.
Oh my god!
It was like "Let's Groove" by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Oh, yeah. No.
I was just like, I did like the fucking everything, every dance move.
Yeah.
At once.
Finished it off with a dab.
Yeah. Started in those are the bookends. You know what song is gonna sound like the fucking craziest shit?
You have a turquoise teapot?
I don't. Well, I have a turquoise teapot. I don't have any turquoise. My tea.
You don't have a matching tea set?
No, I've got like straight up porcelain tea. I love how we're just gonna. So I've got straight up porcelain tea set. I also have 3 metal coffee mugs, 2 like Moscow Mule status.
Sorry. Go ahead. I just remembered. I'm gonna say go ahead, and I'm gonna cut you off because I remember a funny thing dealing with like kitchenware and stuff. Remember when we went to go see La
La Land?
La La Land, and beforehand we went to Walmart. Was it Walmart that's there?
It's a Target.
Target, and you bought shit there. You're like, I need to complete the set.
That's where that was on that trip where I got the turquoise.
That was it?
That was it.
Okay. And then we went to that. What was that place we went? There was like really good food.
Ted's Bulletin.
That was great. I think I had.
We need to go back.
Yeah. Because that was at the
Angelica.
Angelica, yeah. That's probably the last time I was there.
Which, I mean, that movie came out, what, 2016?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went to, I had the classic grilled cheese tomato soup.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the only thing my father knows how to cook. And even then, he burns the grilled cheese and serves it and says it builds character.
Another classic dad thing. You know what that always makes me think of is Calvin and Hobbes. Remember whenever like something would happen, he's like, it builds character. His dad would say it, and Calvin would just be like, fuck character. Yeah.
I must have a shitload of character.
Get him, Hobbes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got, and, we ran into Grant and his wife, Emily. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember
they were at the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It all comes back.
Yeah, but, no, I've got 3 metal coffee mugs, a penguin coffee mug, which is just a penguin you drink out of its head. The
Kill me.
the Superman one. That's the one my go-to. That's
Yeah,
my
classic,
main.
classic. Yeah.
Then I've got Magical Mystery Tour and Abbey Road.
Nice. I have the White Album.
Those two might actually be yours because I don't remember buying.
They probably are, which is fine.
Okay.
Because I have the White Album,
Which is just a white coffee
White
mug
Album
that says the Beatles.
Yeah, no serial number. And then I think I have a couple of like Revolver maybe. But then one of my favorite ones I have, Chris got me the Kylo Ren one. Remember that?
Oh.
I do.
That one's intense.
Do you drink out of his head?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
like my Deadpool mug.
And then my Superman one that I really like is it's yellow and it has like 1938 to 2013. So it shows the different.
So he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. It shows the different
years.
different eras of him.
Yeah.
And then on the bottom inside is the insignia, the symbol. What else I have? Oh, it's my dad's technically, but I always steal it. He has an old school Giants one. I steal it. It's mine. I also have a Yoda one, but it just says it's just like Yoda on it. It's not like you're drinking from his head. Oh, and then I have the blueprints for the Lawmaster for Judge Dredd.
Oh,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like a good mug.
I do.
I do. Like I really, it's like having a favorite T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like I really like that.
I don't know if I'd necessarily like. I wouldn't mind getting all the rest of the Beatles records,
Mm-hmm.
which is to say 11 more fucking mugs.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I'm I like having.
And I like those Mondo glasses. Like
I was kind of bummed I didn't get one for The Last Jedi, and I was kind of bummed I didn't get one for Solo because that would have completed the set.
Yeah,
yeah, but they've stopped like releasing the images beforehand, and I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to get a glass without knowing what it looks like.
I'd go as far. I'd trust them, for the most part. Like I remember, what was it? Like the Force Awakens one was kind of weird. Like wasn't that like a rush job or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad, but that one there was a clear difference between that was the first one that I got.
Yeah.
I think the first one we all kind of had the opportunity for, and then like I really loved the Batman v Superman one, the Civil War. I got the Iron Man one for myself, the Cap for my dad.
I have both of those too. I have 4. I have Rogue One, Force Awakens, and both of the Civil War sets.
I think I have Rogue One. I don't know. Doctor Strange. I don't have one for Doctor Strange, but I feel like that one would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I wonder how much they go for on eBay.
Probably.
I believe
it's
like
Mondo, right?
Minimum is like 30.
Yeah, I mean Mondo they go nuts for that stuff. It's Mondo, right?
It is Mondo.
Print? Yeah, they go nuts for that.
Because they're them and Alamo both based out of Austin.
Speaking of Mondo, they released that Predator poster.
Oh, with the orange background.
Yeah, it's cool. Like it's a cool, like the Super Predator holding the Predator, like the classic rips the spine out. I wish the mask was off.
Oh yeah, so you actually saw it,
and like you had like the neon stuff dripping down its face.
Jake wants a mask.
I love the Predator's face, man. The Predator has like the coolest freaking face. You know who came up with that?
Who?
James Cameron.
Oh,
he was the one who said, "Hey,
take the mask off."
No, put the
mandibles
on."
Yeah.
Oh. And I remember distinctly I think it was, well, I say distinctly and I can't remember what grade it was. I think it was middle school. They they'd have like, sometimes they'd have like people like bring like animals into like, show the school or whatever. And they had this guy and they had like snakes and lizards and stuff. And he had a fucking massive spider and it was freaky as shit. And he had it like in his hand and he turned it over and he showed its face and he was like, "What does this look like?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he was like, "You ever seen The Predator?" And like, it was like 7th graders. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I've seen The Predator." And he's like, "Take a look." And it had like the little like mandible things. And I was like, "Oh fuck, that's terrifying."
You're just waiting for it to go,
Yeah.
Did the newest trailers do not, it's warming you up, but still not completely doing it for you?
I mean, time will tell. And obviously I love the Predator, like as a character, and it's funny because in the trailer they straight up call them predators. Yeah. Like, and again, they could be just referring to them as literal predators.
What's the alien species name again?
Shit. It's on the tip
starts with a Y.
Yautja.
Yautja.
And again, that's never been said in the movies, just in the Dark Horse, which is pretty official. They
have the license.
Yeah, but they've never said in the movie, Yautja or whatever.
Yeah.
I like everything I've seen with the Predator. Like in the newest one, it was like Red Band, which I didn't even realize because they're dropping F-bombs left and right. I love Boyd Holbrook.
Yes.
Okay. I like him a lot. I thought he was great in Logan. He's great. Not Sicario. Narcos. He's awesome, and I think he's really great in that when he's like, the shot when he's looking through the two-way mirrors. Get my cookie now. Sterling K. Brown's freaking awesome. Mm-hmm. That actually might make my sister go see a Predator movie because she loves This Is Us and loves Sterling K. Brown. That she's like, that could If that is the reason, if that convinces my sister to see the Predator movie, then this is the greatest movie ever made.
She should see Hotel Artemis.
Yeah.
I think it might be too late.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I like every, just, that Super Predator thing. We'll see. I never was bummed that in like the first AVP movie that like a predator teams up with a human, because like that's not like, it's not, and they even say it in there, like they're not just straight killing machine. That their job is not just to just mindlessly kill things. And the line that I love, I was telling Sam that I love in the trailer is Sterling K. Brown's like, they conquered space. It's like, what else more can you fucking conquer, man? Like, and so like the idea of these predators coming, and then there's like, Super Shredder Predator. And are they going to team up together? What are they going to do? Blah, blah, blah. I'm just excited to see Predators again. I just like love their look. I love their history. And, yeah, so I'm excited that, and it's Shane Black. I mean, the dude's been there since technically day one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and it looks to be taking place during Halloween, not Christmas. Although I'm sure they'll find a way.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah.
Finds
Predators find a way.
The fucking ultimate Predator is yoked.
He's huge. He's a fucking beast. But I was never like sold on the Predalien in AVP Requiem. I was like, okay, it's a big bad. I don't care. I'm
You're
still
more interested in the wolf.
Wolf Predator is my favorite Predator in any like. It's not my favorite Predator movie. Don't get me wrong, but my favorite like Predator
Alien vs Predator Requiem.
Yeah,
best Predator movie. You heard it here.
Yeah, that's Tyler's favorite. But he's my favorite on-screen Predator. Like missing a tusk, his face is burned with acid, and like he's like a fucking beast. So
what about the Super Predators and Predators?
I don't like those either, which they refer to as the iPod Predator and the cassette Predator, because as a joke or something along those lines. Because you get like classic Predator,
yeah, he's like captive in the beginning,
gets like his ass kicked. Yeah, I don't, I didn't like. I just like normal Predators. I don't need like super mega Predator because like they're already badass. But again, I don't know. Obviously people a lot smarter than me and know more about Predators and making movies are doing it. So I'm in, but I don't know, man. Just have like a whole movie with just them, a Predator versus a dude, or just all Predators. Like I said, 3-hour Predator movie.
Expendables 5.
Just no, a 3-hour Predator movie on their home world. No, all subtitles.
Like the holiday special for Star Wars.
Yeah, there you go.
B. Arthur, may she rest
Except
in
with
peace.
subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Wookiee stuff. Yeah.
Trying to think what else. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying before, this is gonna sound nuts, but what song? As soon as because it's down in it was in Tappahannock, which is right on the Rappahannock, and as soon as so it's 95 to 17. As soon as I pulled on the 17, you know what song I literally listened to the entire remaining hour?
What's that?
Eastbound and Down by Jerry Reed, the theme from Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, you fucking weirdo.
Because I was in the country, I was like, fuck it. Just repeat.
Speaking of that real quick, it reminded me of a memory of mine. Because Vinnie Paul died, drummer of Pantera, Hell Yeah, and Damage Plan. Which is a bummer because he had one of the most unique drum sounds. Him and Dime, which is fucked up because they're both gone. But they both had very unique sounds. A Dimebag Darrell pinch harmonic, a Dimebag Darrell riff and solo and tone, and that double kick from Vinny. But that reminded me the first time I remember really listening to Pantera was I was driving home from a beach trip with my buddy Sean, and we had mixed CDs and different albums and stuff, and the big binders of CDs and stuff. And I came across just the song "Cowboys from Hell," and I listened to it for 2 straight hours, just the song. I was like, what the fuck is this? Just that groove, and then, just became a huge fan. And, God, they were just so fucking heavy. And out of all of the metal bands of the past, which I wish I could go back and see, not even a fucking question, it'd be Pantera. I had a buddy of mine who saw them and he was like, dude, my ears rang for a week. The brutality and just how heavy they were and how tight of a group they were. It's a damn shame that Vinnie Paul's gone, but man, I think they're releasing a live album from '98, remastered and remixed, all that kind of stuff. which would be cool to check out because they were at one point they were the greatest heavy metal band in all the land, man. Like, not even close. So yeah, it's a bummer that Vinnie Paul's gone. And from all the accounts of people that actually knew him, he just seemed like the nicest dude, So that's too bad. But yeah, that reminded me of like the first time I listened to a Pantera song was Cowboys from Panama. Just I couldn't even listen to anything else.
My first one too.
Just holy shit.
How
and then
fast that one is.
Yeah. But then you get into like Vulgar Display of Power. I'd put that up there with any other band's masterpiece. And that song, that album rips. And that's, because, we're talking about Andrew WK with like the brick to the face. That's the album cover. Dude got punched 30, I can't remember the exact number, 30 some times in the face for that photograph. Yeah. Just some fan. Got paid, I think, I think it was like 31 times because they got paid, it was like $310.
$10 a punch?
Yeah. He gets punched right in the face. I always thought it was Dime for the longest time because it kind of looks like Dime a little bit. I was like, why would you punch Dimebag Darrell in the face for the thing? But I was like, maybe they're going crazy. But and then the title also comes from The Exorcist, when he's like, why don't you open that drawer or remove the restraints? And she says that'd be much too vulgar display of power. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm surprised they didn't like toss that on the album. But that album.
It's not a White Zombie album. They don't have the sound clip.
But that album is fucking nuts. And then Far Beyond Driven debuted number 1. That's fucking insane. And that album is brutal. They had to change the album cover because the original album cover was a piece of a drill bit going up someone's asshole, and they changed it to a drill bit going into a skull. And then my favorite album that they did was
same thing for some people, right?
And then my favorite album they did was The Great Southern Trendkill because that was their most experimental. Also has the best opening, just brutal and Phil screaming. I mean, I always said, I swear you could hear bits of his fucking throat hitting the microphone, just fucking nuts, man. Like you go to like Medicine Man off Cowboys from Hell, where it's like he's got that power metal voice, to Drag the Waters, and you're like, how is that the same vocalist? How is this the same band? And then Reinventing the Steel. Reinventing the Steel was cool because it had Kerry King played a guest spot on one of the solos. The what the fuck is the name of that song? Goddamn Electric. Your faith is it trust or faith is in whiskey and weed and Black Sabbath? It's Goddamn Electric. And then Slayer. But then you get like, that's just a brutal album. And then it's unfortunate that was it, So go listen to Pantera, man.
Yeah.
Go listen to Pantera. Go listen to Hell Yeah. Go listen to Damage Plan. So yeah. Rest in peace, Vinnie Paul.
All right, thanks for all the tunes. Thanks for all the memories, man. And thanks to Rich and Mallory for having me at their wedding. And thanks to Tyler Shainline for coming on our fine program and plugging.
Not here. We don't have to talk nice about it.
Plugging the beef out in comic book stores everywhere on Wednesday, July 18th. This has been another installment of Catching Up. I'm Sam.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jake. Thank you very much.
Good night. Eric Bana.
This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual Catching Up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.